underline this point and always remember this. The station and the position of a person is in accordance to what he can perfect. What do you possess? That's where your virtue is. What do you have? What can you offer? What can you bring to the table? What do you know? What can you contribute? وَلِلرِّجَالِ عَلَى الْأَفْعَالِ أَسْمَعُ. What makes you worthy? What makes you valuable? What do you have? What do you possess? That's vital, brothers and sisters, and it's knowledge. One of the greatest hadiths really summarizes the virtue of knowledge. I can't go through all of the virtues. There's a kitab called Miftahu Dari Sa'ada. Miftahu Dari Sa'ada. It's written by Ibn al-Qayyim. It mentions the virtues of knowledge. How many? 153 virtues. The book is 3 volumes. 153 virtues of seeking knowledge he mentions. So of course I'm only going to mention those 2 verses and just this hadith. That's it. He mentions 153 benefits, and in hundreds of pages he goes through that, explaining it and getting benefits out of those ayats and those hadiths. But this hadith, brothers and sisters, is a hadith that really, really hits home. And this is the hadith al-Imam Ahmad narrated it, and others also, on the authority of Abi Darda radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Abi Darda, he said, I heard the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam say, Man salaka tariqan, anyone who takes a path, yaltamisu fihi ilman, anyone who takes a path to seek knowledge. Now pay attention here. You took a path to seek knowledge. You said, I want to learn. You said, I want to be part of that program to study the religion of Allah. I want to be in that halaqah of the Quran. I want to study this science. I want to study that science. You became a student of knowledge. You chose to become a talibu ilm. Anyone who takes that path, the Prophet said this, wanting to gain knowledge. The hadith says, yaltamisu. It doesn't say yatlubu fihi ilma. It says yaltamisu. Yaltamisu means that even if it's a little bit that you're seeking knowledge, it doesn't have to be a lot, even a little bit, what will happen for you? Look at the reward Allah gives you. سَهَّلَ اللَّهُ لَهُ طَرِيقًا إِلَى الْجَنَّةِ. Allah will make easy for you a path to Jannah. Look, you took this path in this dunya, al-jaza'u min jinsil amal. The principle is what? What you do in this dunya is the consequences of the hereafter. So you took this path to seek knowledge, Allah is going to make you a path to Jannah. May Allah make us from the people who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes them to Jannah. That's the first virtue in the hadith. Powerful. Isn't it? Ask yourself, why are you in this world for? What do you want from this dunya? Isn't it not Jannah? There you go. By taking the path to seek knowledge, you are taking, you're going to get, inshallah ta'ala, a path to Jannah. That's number 1. Number 2, وَإِنَّ الْمَلَائِكَةِ, the angels of Allah. They're not ordinary creations of Allah. وَإِنَّ الْمَلَائِكَةِ, we're talking about angels, and this includes Jibreel and Mikael and the great angels. وَإِنَّ الْمَلَائِكَةَ لَتَضَعُ أَجْنِحَتَهَا, the angels, they place their wings. لِطَالِبِ الْعِلْمِ, the student of knowledge, رِضًا بِمَا يَصْنَعُ, because they are pleased with what that person is doing. The angels, they will place their wings to protect the student of knowledge. Because of what? Because of what he's doing. They are pleased, they're happy, they love what that person is doing. رِضًا بِمَا يَصْنَعُ, they are pleased with what that person is looking for. That's another virtue. عَنِ لَهُ مُعَقِبَاتٌ مِّن بَيْنِ يَدَيْهِ وَمِنْ خَلْفِهِ يَحْفَظُونَهُ مِنْ أَمْرِ اللَّهِ. The person has these angels that are protecting him from all directions. You're being protected. The third virtue the hadith mentions is وَإِنَّ الْعَالِمَ, the scholar. So the one who was seeking knowledge and he, mashallah, reached a high level, now he's a scholar. وَإِنَّ الْعَالِمَ لَيَسْتَغْفِرُ لَهُ مَنْ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ حَتَّى الْحِيتَانُ فِي جَوْفِ الْمَاءِ. Ponder on this. The Prophet, he said, the scholar, the person of knowledge, the creation that are in the heavens and the creation that are on this earth, And even the creatures in the oceans will ask Allah's forgiveness for you. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. The angels that are the creation of Allah, that are up high in the sky, high in the heavens, they will ask Allah's forgiveness for you. The righteous slaves of Allah on this earth, they will ask Allah's forgiveness for you. A lot of people go to the shuyukh and the people of knowledge and they say, ask forgiveness for me, make dua for me. The scholar and the person of knowledge, inshallah ta'ala, he's already receiving that. Even the creatures in the ocean are hatta asking Allah's forgiveness for you. Hatta al-hitanu fi jawfi al-ma. The creatures in the ocean, in the middle of the oceans, asks Allah's forgiveness for you. How many virtues have we mentioned so far? The first virtue we mentioned is that you're going to receive a path to Jannah. Number two, what we mentioned is that the angels will place their wings over you because they are pleased with what you're seeking. That was number two. Number three, we said is what? The scholar, the person of knowledge, the creation in the sama and the creation on the earth and even the creation in the sea will all ask Allah's forgiveness for the person of knowledge. That's three virtues we mentioned. That's not it. No, that's not it. The fourth virtue this hadith mentions is the position of the scholar. وَإِنَّ فَضْلَ الْعَالِمِ, the virtue and the station of the scholar is what? When we look at the worshipper, عَلَى الْعَابِدِ كَفَضْلِ الْقَمَرِ عَلَى سَائِرِ الْكَوَاكِبِ. The scholar, the person of knowledge, in comparison to the worshipper. And brothers and sisters, today when people see worshippers, they're mind boggled. They're mesmerized when they know this person spends all his life praying and fasting and he's excessive, he does a lot of ibadah. People are taken back by that. And it impacts the people, right? He's not like the scholar. How is he and the scholar? He's like the stars and the scholar is like the moon. That's what the hadith tells us. The scholar is the star and he's just an ordinary worshipper. That's all he is. He's a worshipper of Allah, but the scholar, the person of knowledge, Allah has given them a high station. Now, inshallah ta'ala, doesn't mean that the scholar doesn't worship Allah a lot. And inshallah we're going to touch on later. And what does the Salaf understand as a scholar? What was their definition of knowledge? You have to understand, some people think knowledge is just information you gather. That inshallah ta'ala and those misconceptions will clarify and clear it up inshallah ta'ala in the upcoming episodes. Okay, that was the fourth virtue. What is the fifth virtue? وَإِنَّ الْعُلَمَاءَ وَرَثَةُ الْأَنْبِيَاءِ. Okay, the scholar, he inherits the prophets. Wow. He's inheriting. He has the inheritance of the prophets. And then look what the prophet said. He said, وَإِنَّ الْأَنْبِيَاءَ لَمْ يُوَرِّثُوا دِرْهَمًا وَلَا دِينَارًا. Some people might think, okay, the prophets, they give dinar and dirham, money, and that's what's inherited from them. No, that's not the case. And that's not what's inherited from them. وَإِنَّمَا وَرَّثُوا الْعِلْمِ. What is inherited from them is what? Knowledge. فَمَنْ أَخَذَهُ أَخَذَ بِحَذٍ وَافِرٍ. And anybody who takes that inheritance has taken a great portion, has taken something great. Imam Ahmad and Ibn Majah and Abu Dawood all narrated this hadith. وَهُوَ حَسَنٌ بِشَوَاهِدِهِ. This hadith, when you bring it together, inshallah ta'ala, it is a sound narration. I will encourage every single one of you, to go to the explanation of Ibn Rajab al-Hanbali, rahimahullah, on this book, on this hadith. Ibn Rajab al-Hanbali, the great scholar who wrote the kitab Jam' Ulum al-Hikam, and he also has an explanation of Sahih al-Bukhari where he called it Fath al-Bari. He gave it that name, Fath al-Bari, before Ibn Hajar even came. And Ibn Hajar, some scholars mention that he actually took that name from Ibn Rajab al-Hanbali. So Ibn Rajab al-Hanbali has written an explanation on this hadith that I just extracted those benefits from. So I encourage you to go there. Inshallah, when you read it, the hadith will, with the benefits of Ibn Rajab, it will take you by surprise, and you're going to benefit a lot of gems and jewels from him, rahimahullahu ta'ala. I want to read on you a line of poetry. That wallahi, when I first heard this line of poetry, it was over 10 years ago. It was one of the poetry of Ali ibn Abi Talib. I'm going to explain it in a way that every one of you can understand. Ali ibn Abi Talib, he said, الناس في جهة التمثيل أكفاء أبوهم آدم والأم حواء نفس كنفس وأرواح مشاكلة وأعظم خلقت فيهم وأعضاء فإن يكن لهم من أصل حسب يفاخرون به فالطين والماء ما الفضل إلا لأهل العلم إنهم على الهدى لمن استهدى أدلاء وقدر كل امرئ ما كان يحسنه وللرجاء على الأفعال أسماء. Ali ibn Abi Talib, he said, all of the people are the same. الناس في جهة التمثيل أكفاء. The people in their original essence were all the same. How? أبوهم آدم والأم حواء. Your father is who? Adam alayhi salam. And your mother is who? Hawa. So from the asal, wherever color or what region or what land that you really come from, guess what? We are all the same. We just kind of say, oh, I'm from that country, so I'm a good people. And you say, I'm from that country, I'm good. Or I'm that color, I'm good in that color. No. The truth of the matter is every single person is from one man. And so we're the same, really. Nafsun ka nafsin. You're one, you got a soul, I have a soul. You got a nafs, you feel pain, I feel pain. You're made from bones and cartilages and pus and blood and all of that is what your body consists of. Yeah. And if you tried to boast and say, oh me, you know what I am, do you know what people I am, what tribe I'm from? فَإِن يَكُنْ لَهُم مِّنْ أَصْلِهِمْ حَسَبٌ يُفَاخِرُونَ فَالطِّينُ وَالْمَاءُ. Are you really praising yourself for being from a certain part of the land? Are you boasting and bragging because you're from a certain mud, a certain dust? Is that really where you're looking for your honor? Look what Ali ibn Abi Talib said. Ali then said, مَا الْفَضْلُ. There is no virtue إِلَّا لِأَهْلِ الْعِلْمِ إِنَّهُمُ. If you're really looking for knowledge, it has to be more than the teen and the mat and the water and all of that you're created from. Okay, it has to be what? Knowledge. وَلِذَلِكَ the prophets are the most knowledgeable people. They are the most knowledgeable people. That's why they're higher than everybody else. Now think about it. Why did Allah tell Adam alayhi salam, the angels were great, noble creation. Why did He tell them to prostrate to Adam? The Quran tells us why. Allah says, وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا. Adam knew the names of everything. They didn't. He passed them in knowledge. Adam was more knowledgeable than the angels. So they were told to prostrate to Adam alayhi salam. Allah explained to them, look what He knows and what you guys don't know. That now doesn't mean you can prostrate to a person who has more knowledge than you. But it means how Allah raised Adam alayhi salam over the angels who we know, لا يعصون الله ما أمرهم. The angels, they don't disobey Allah tabarak wa ta'ala in what He commands them to do. وَيَفْعَلُونَ مَا يُؤْمَرُونَ. And they do as they are told, the angels. So the virtue, where does it really lie? It lies لِأَهْلِ الْعِلْمِ, the people of knowledge. إِنَّهُمُ عَلَى الْهُدَى لِمَنِ اسْتَهْدَى أَدِلَّاءُ. The people of knowledge are the ones who guide the people because they have knowledge and insight. So they show the people the truth. And then Ali ibn Abi Talib, in the last line, what did he say? He said, وَقَدْرُ كُلُّ امْرِئٍ مَا كَانَ يُحْسِنُ. Underline this point and always remember this. The station and the position of a person is in accordance to what he can perfect. What do you possess? That's where your virtue is. What do you have? What can you offer? What can you bring to the table? What do you know? What can you contribute? وَلِلرِّجَالِ عَلَى الْأَفْعَالِ أَسْمَاءُ. What makes you worthy? What makes you valuable? What do you have? What do you possess? That's vital, brothers and sisters, and it's knowledge. It's not, my brothers and sisters. The concept is not, I have money. It's what you know. لذلك, do you know what's very fascinating? The scholars, they used to say that knowledge is a man. And who is it that doesn't like it? Those who are not men. الزهري, Muhammad ibn Shihab al-Zuhri, he said, العلم ذكر يحبه ذكورة الرجال ويكرهه مؤنثوهم. Now some of you might think to yourself, what does he mean by that? A man is different from a male. A man is different from a male. A lot of people nowadays are looking for rujula, rajul, to be it. But when it comes to knowledge, they are lazy. They don't want to seek knowledge. They do not want to learn knowledge. They don't want to attain knowledge. Sah? And inshallah ta'ala, we're going to break down that even more. So knowledge, my brothers and sisters, if you have it in you and you're strong as you claim, you're mentally strong, you're physically strong, you have it all together, then let's see how much you can attain and how much you can learn, how determined you are to learn. 4 types of people. Be one of them. كن رابع أربعة. 4 people, be one of them, and don't be the 5th. Either be a alim, a scholar, or muta'alliman, or a person who's seeking to be a scholar. That's 2. Or mustami'an, or someone who's listening. He doesn't want to, he's not talib al-ilm like that, but he wants to come and listen. He listens. Every halaqah he's at the back, he's listening. He's got general knowledge like him. He doesn't take notes, but he gets general knowledge. So he's the 3rd. Or muhibban, or loves knowledge. He speaks high of the scholars. He speaks high of the people of knowledge, the students of knowledge. He doesn't belittle them or ridicule them because he found it how to seek knowledge. One of those 4. وَأُعِيذُكَ, he said, بِاللَّهِ أَن تَكُونَ الْخَامِسَةِ, stay away from being the 5th. فَتَهْلَكَ, you're going to be destroyed. Which is what? وَهُوَ مُعَادَاتُ أَهْلِ الْعِلْمِ أَوْ بُغْضُهُمْ, hating the people of knowledge and showing animosity and hate to them. Why? Because you couldn't make it. You couldn't do it. So this, inshallah ta'ala, was the first episode, my brothers and sisters. Before I conclude, I just want you to remember that last point I said. Some of you are going to sign up for this course. Your goal and your objective, inshallah ta'ala, is to become a scholar. That's the first person, the best and the greatest. Some of you guys are going to be students of knowledge. And some of you guys are going to be listeners. You're going to listen, you're going to listen, you're going to listen. Inshallah ta'ala, if you're there, you're going to move on to there, inshallah ta'ala. And if you're there, you're going to move on to there. It's a step away from it, but you'll get there. And the 4th is you love it. Your passion, your love, something is there. There's a spark in your heart. So you sign up because you love knowledge. You want to be around the people of knowledge. You might hear 1 or 2 hadith that might hit your heart and mind.